Kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruise a bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Spit on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spit on, spin move, in zone, scope.
Mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. DeAndre Carter returning it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 19-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got Fuller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
He's not going to get me. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the run for Green Bay.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down is Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Conley on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
At the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round, pass for the
On 2nd down, Johnson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
3-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Stop your body.
From the 50, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
That's the reason we bought for.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Focusing on me from Tel Aviv. Here we go, D. 58, right over there,
They'll run it with Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. They're hauling it in, Nelson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Third. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Rodgers to throw once more. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And it's third down.
Because it's third down.
Rodgers again now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And it's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He completes it to Nelson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And that's complete to Adams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The 17-yard line.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it.
Rodgers pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 38, Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
A gain of 7.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Watson on the sneak. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This complete to Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Crosby for the extra point.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Here's Carter now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
David Johnson.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, the return is Mickens. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. This one caught by Tyler Ervin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Play action. Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Packers 20.
Well, we were on hand for a fun